Good morning, everyone. I'm Diego Valdeolmillos from University of Salamanca and NOUS Institute. I will present here today the EuropeaN project NOUS. It's a catalyst for European cloud service in the era of data space, high performance, and edge computing. And I will try to give a brief introduction about the project, what is the background and the motivation, and how is this about, what are the objectives of the project, the key features. I will introduce the architecture. We are in the, it's like 9 months European project, so we are still working in architecture, requirements, and so on. We also have some use cases for the project and for the infrastructure and platform. We will explain the innovation and benefits, and we will want to work in the future. So, well, what is the motivation of this project? Well, the cloud market in European Union is dominated by non-European providers, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, so on. So we are we have a strong dependency about this cloud service, and there are some risks, like, for example, the compliance issues for the EU laws and about the data sovereignty and privacy concerns. This is based more or less that the project itself is based on Rolf talks before. So we think we need a secure and high-quality European cloud infrastructure about several points, from the computing, from the edge computing, and data. So we need a secure and new platform for data processing capacity. We need to get some cloud service to our infrastructure in the European Union. So we want to align with the European strategy for data, data regulation, GDPR, and so all this regulation that we have here in Europe. So create also leverage with the mobility, energy, and Green Deal. So the project is create a cloud platform to get access to infrastructure, to have built on top of data space with high performance, secure security, and edge computing for the infrastructure. So we want to create this new European cloud service. And also we want to interconnect with other data spaces and with other European Union platforms. So try to build a platform that is one of the pillars of the next generation cloud service. So we have a lot of partners from different countries in the project, from Spain, Greece, Italy, Germany, France, and so on. We have universities, research centers, technological centers, and some of the biggest companies of Europe about some of these technologies, edge computing, artificial intelligence, data spaces, cybersecurity, and so on. So we want to, we think we have a good group to work in this initiative. So what are the objectives of NOUS? The first one is develop a technological connectivity framework between Europea's high-performance computational network and NOUS, so extend the computational capabilities of the platform of the infrastructure of the platform. Also, we want to try to have inside the platform also this new idea of quantum computers and quantum technology. So we will try to also integrate these new technologies in our systems. Create the second objective is develop data processing models for fusing data from physical assets and digital models, with the idea of this distribution in the edge to cloud continuum. The next one is implement blockchain as a decentralized database connected to the edge. The idea of the distributed ledger technology here is compare with classical storage model, try to have a new layer about governance, traceability, security, and also focus on standards and try to implement to IoT drive application with NOUS. Other objectives of these blockchain technologies is to allow, so if we want to build a platform on top of a data space, one of the problems sometimes with blockchain is that if you put something in there, you cannot delete it. So we want to add also a layer of oracles that allows to, before introduce this data on the distributed ledger technology, to secure that the data is correct with several sources, with some consensus outside blockchain. The next objective is design an extensible translation to standards concept using data lake. So we will work on standardization for all kinds of data to develop some software components for standards in mobility, energy, I don't know, a lot of kinds of data from different sources to standardization this idea, this concept. So the next objective is develop architecture for a suite of EuropeaN cloud service, combining computing, edge, and data. So the pillars of the project is this computing layer, the edge layer, and data layer. So we work on this. The next objective is create collaboration platform on the living labs concept. So we will try to also build a platform like Stack Overflow for data, and also we want to test this on several use cases. The next objective is collaborate and facilitate data sharing with EuropeaN data space. So we will integrate a platform with this is building on top of data space. So it will be interoperability with other data space, following the international data space standardization. Enhance cybersecurity measure with NOUS. We will want to add some of these new trust security models like zero knowledge proof and other new algorithms to allow to have an interesting platform with all the security and all the trust that we need in an environment with several entities that they are working between them. The next objective is ensure ethical, legal, and environmental compliance. We are doing this project. This is our EuropeaN project, so we will follow the regulation here about the trustworthy AI, data ads, GDPR, and all this regulation. So the key features of a data space, well, I think you know about this, but it's interoperability, access control, security and privacy, data sovereignty, and value creation. So we want to have all these features also in a platform. So, for example, for access control, we will use the same identity providers that we are using the data space. We will to work in interoperability using different standards. The platform allow to exchange message between the different entities in a security and privacy framework, and all with the data sovereignty, that the owner of the data is control their data. And also, the idea is if we have a computing system on top of data space that with data learning, with edge computing, and so on, we want also this idea of value creation. So the platform will help researchers, companies to have some research about their data and do some artificial intelligence models to also to share and to sell it if they want. So we will integrate with the data space with the idea of create this data market that also we can find in data space, but promoting some technological business, adding these layers of computational. We have some challenges about how we will integrate this with data space, with standardization between the platform and so on. About how we will collaborate across other entities, how we will make this platform compliant with the regulation, and how can build sustainable model for data science. So we also want to have the inspiration of Gaia X federated data infrastructure, and want to design and develop these innovative components, creating a parallel programming environment for that. So the NOUS architecture is an infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and machine learning as a service, integrating compute, edge, and data components, incorporating connection with high-performance computing networks and quantum computers, and providing the federated learning framework as a service. And also for governance, we will want to use blockchain. Green blockchain is one of the things. So about the components of the architecture, we have the first one is compute. We want to integrate this with high-performance computing and quantum computing, optimizing the computational task, and integrate this with high-performance network, computing network. Our cybersecurity measures that we will want to do this all computing with this zero trust or zero knowledge kind of algorithms, or homomorphic algorithms for train the models, for example. Also, the idea of have some optimization about load scheduling, considering computational requirement cost and energy consumption about all the entities or edge nodes that we will try to train these models and so on. So we will have this idea of some governance about this. Also, we want to create some sandbox environments to facilitate the development and training of the artificial intelligence model. We will work on top on container Dockerization, Kubernetes, and so on. we want to add this in a supporting parallel computing. So about edge computing, well, we want to integrate this with all the devices that can have this idea of process data. So we will work on a framework about this and creating a federated learning system to optimize local machine learning process to minimize resource consumption. Also with parallel computation, with load balancing to allocate this computation between devices and so on, and work on top of privacy and data sovereignty. So the last component is the data. So we are built on top of data space using the blockchain integration, the distributed ledger technology that it will be green DLT to manage all the data life cycle, like a digital product passport, but for data. So we have all this data from the creation or to when you get the data, all the life cycle of the data, ensuring transparency and also help with the data with the AI Act from the European Union that needs to all this data should be in a trustworthy form. Also, we want to work on standardization of the data with all kind of sources. Have data sovereignty and ownership. This is from data space, how we will exchange this data, and all of this will be integrated with data space. So here we have the layers of the compute edge and data, and the idea of that we are working. So we are working on the requirements of all of this. We also have some legal research on the project, and we work in some use cases where we will explain 4 use cases next, and want to create this data economy and leave it labs to test the project. So we have 4 use cases. The first one is perception of connected vehicles using camera data. So using all the data from vehicles, we want to create some solutions to allow to have this to help all the traffic, for example, for the system. So I don't have a lot of time. So the next use case is about energy. So we want to add this 5 minutes, okay. We have energy prediction and energy data lifecycle management. So about this, we want to integrate a platform to all of these energy systems, so we can have optimizing for the energy data from data space. So help to have a better price, less power consumption, and all this data from providers and consumers allow to make a good exchange between them, optimizing all this with a platform. So the next use cases is a crisis management and civil protection platform. So one of the challenges of this is, for example, the idea is using satellite and geographical data, so have all this real-time communication between the centers and field using, and and ensuring that data have a low latency. So one of the ideas of this is have this all load balancing for some use cases. So, for example, prioritize data transmission that is critical, and have all this in a security data communication. The last use cases is help with all this AI research that are working on with data. So with the platform, with the project platform, we will provide a sandbox environment for researchers, for researcher technological centers or university that allows to get this data with the marketplace and have this machine learning and federated learning solution on top of the data space to allow to work on their experiments. So the technical innovation of the project is the edge computing, optimization, the federated learning framework, and the low energy blockchain technology for all this data lifecycle. And the benefits of the project is a link with the European digital sovereignty, security and compliance, and the innovation and collaboration with other institutions and cross-sector collaboration. So for future work, we will work in all these components, expand the integration and standardization with data space, and enhancing security and performance of all the components that we are building. For conclusion, we think that the project is addressing one of the critical gaps in Europe's ClOUD infrastructure. Rolf, for example, talk about some of these gaps. Integrates these advanced technologies with standardization to have a cohesive solution between them. Support this European Union vision about the digital technologies that we are building, and try to be a technological platform that is important on top of data space that some organization and people are building. And that's all. Thank you. Any question? Yeah.
May I ask, you mentioned that F6S is part of it. Do you have open course in the project?
We don't have open course. No.
Do you organize hackathons for the open
well, I think around the moment we are not building hackathons, but I'm not very sure because I'm not the person on charge of this.
We'll push in this direction because we're part of the project. So good.
Yeah, you have compared to your platform, it is like Stack Overflow for data?
Yes.
Could you highlight the similarities between Stack Overflow and your platform to create, for me, a more vivid image of how this platform works?
Well, we have the idea of also create some forums and so place to share information, building on top of this metadata discovery. So, for example, try to have some idea to connect the data from, okay, I'm doing this research with these machine learning models, and I have this data from this sources, and they will be interconnecting to trying to have a place where people can communicate and exchange information about this. But if you have any suggestion, it's welcome.
If you have other questions, you will stay all the day, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there is a pastor station also at the end of the day on just next door, so you are more than welcome to. Here we go.
Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation.